The Rockets. Play before the hometown crowd here in downtown Houston, Texas. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge is joining us from the sideline. For the Utah Jazz, they come into tonight after the loss to the Memphis Grizzlies. And there's a whistle that goes on Iman Shumpert. That's his first foul. Well, Steve, two strong benches tonight. Both front offices. Great job building these teams and building their depth.
You're totally right, Kevin. And it's hard to do under this salary cap situation. You need strong talent evaluators to be able to have these type of benches.
Sometimes those guys, Smitty, are as valuable as the players themselves.
You're totally right. Whenever you can pick out talent and find guys that fit the great system, you have something.
Now here's LeBron after Darren Collison's miss. Here's Lopez. Second shot opportunity. Count that bucket. LeBron's got the scoreboard going with his first points of the night for Houston.
Poor job defensively, failing to box out LeBron. You know he's going to find a way to stay active.
Now here's Leonard. Lopez with the steal. Goes up. And James throws it down hard.
And this is how you fire up your teammates. LeBron with a 10 on that one.
Leonard on the wing. Outside Collison. Misses the three. And so James will bring it up for the Rockets. The shot from the low post is good. James has got 6.
Yeah, 3 for 4 now. I like the pace for them on offense.
A 3 from Leonard. Here's Ibaka. Lopez with the block.
Yeah, scoreless here early after their first 4 shots. They right now are searching for a bucket.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets. And, Steve, you'll remember Favors had that impressive rookie season, but he's been somewhat up and down since.
He's kind of an old-school power forward. Might have been an all-star 20 years ago. But nowadays, the best forwards can shoot from range and can defend on the perimeter.
Houston has come out of the gates quickly. 6-point game. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That is his first foul of the game. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Here's LeBron. No good, his first miss after 3 makes. It's been a slow start here for Utah. Looking for their first basket of the game. Collison gets a wide open look. Another miss by Utah.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
And that's a surprise. He's usually deadly from mid-range.
A 3-pointer is right on target.
This is why you love to run the offense through Leonard. Have to play him to score. That opens up passing lanes.
Now here's Leonard. That one goes in.
And so many defenses nowadays really not designed to take away that mid-range jumper.
If you go by pure analytics, there is an argument to be made for that. This time, doesn't work out.
Richardson gets a wide open look. And again, it's Utah.
But you know what? Sometimes something good can come out of a bad possession.
Outside Favors. Jumper trying to free himself up. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Favors can really hurt you from inside the paint. If he gets the ball in a good spot, he has the size and length needed to bury the shot.
And slam dunk by Shumpert.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
Quinn Snyder, one of the more serious and intense coaches in the NBA. He has an MBA and a law degree. He takes a very measured approach to coaching, and it fits the team perfectly.
And when he's got that much of a height advantage on the perimeter, it's really tough on the defender. Easy three-pointer.
Here's James. Count that as his fourth basket of the night. Just 7 shots to get there.
Well, if you wonder why they're in control of this game, just look at his stats from the field. Solid, solid, solid.
2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. There's the basket and make it a double-digit lead. LeBron's got 10 points in the game.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
And Steve, you talk about Snyder's intensity, perhaps has one of the sternest faces on the sideline.
That intensity has translated to his defense. He's rebuilt the team on that end. The Jazz players have followed his lead. They play with toughness.
And in getting that three to go, he snaps an 11-0 run by Houston.
Favors in the post. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
It's Richardson on the wing. Pass to Leonard. Nice ball movement by Utah. A nice shot by Bogdanovich.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Now here's Lopez. He's covered by Leonard. From about 16. That one, no good. And it's Houston the other way. James with it. Picked up by Collison. And it's blocked by Ibaka.
And that's how you do it. Ibaka still able to surprise people very quick off the floor.
And Utah making a change here. And out of bounds as the Jazz gain possession. And so Lynn will bring it up for Utah. They trail by 6. Up top, Ibaka. And it's Brook Lopez with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Pass to Leonard. Jacks up a 3. He can't hit that time. And so it's LeBron James making things happen. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And looking at what we've seen from Houston, what do you guys think?
I mean, a solid first quarter, especially looking at that plus turnover ratio.
Take care of the basketball, being disruptive on D. That combination has them out in front.
Good on the triple. Augustine's got the opening basket here in the second quarter for the Rockets.
If the defense is going to keep giving him those shots, you know he has the confidence to knock them down.
Now here's Lynn. Great defense that time from Noah.
I like the aggressive move on the layup attempt, but the defender, he just stayed right with him. What a year for the Utah Jazz in 2018. A fifth-place finish in the West with a solid 48-win season. Definitely surpassed the expectations many had going into the year.
Now here is Augustine. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game.
Lazy defense against a good score. Turns out not to matter.
Got that one up quick. That's 7 points for Kawhi Leonard.
Off the catch, Leonard with the quick trigger. Nothing but money.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, the Jazz had to weather the loss of Gordon Hayward, so they need to play together to have success. Coach Quinn Snyder said, "We expect guys to put the team in front of themselves and support each other. Our strength isn't in one guy. We need each other." Kevin?
David, one thing for sure, they come to play almost every game. Thank you. Shot from 12. Jump shot is good that time. Nowitzki's got his second basket.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And it's out of bounds. Utah able to retain possession here.
And how about the reaction time on D there? Almost comes up with the pick.
You know, these are the little plays that can add up when you look over the course of a game.
That one drops for him.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
No one near James as he lets it go. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good.
LeBron is having himself a game. Staying aggressive, playing with a lot of force.
And it's out of bounds. Utah able to retain possession here. And stolen by LeBron. And now, here comes Augustine leading the break. Shoots over Leonard. LeBron, no good.
Boy, he loves that mid-range jumper. Just fails to create enough room to operate.
Smitty, with all the different arenas you've played in and all the cities you've traveled to as a player, which city do you think, looking back, was the hardest to play in for whatever reason?
This is an easy question. Detroit, Michigan, Kevin, because I was raised there and played college basketball. The ticket request going home was definitely hard.
I bet.
Because now you're starting to ask teammates, you're starting to ask everybody for tickets, and I just never had enough.
And it was expensive to buy tickets.
Yes, indeed.
And everyone wanted one.
Everybody. My first game, Kevin, ever back in Detroit, 300 tickets. Oh. Glad I had good teammates, though. They helped me.
Got him with the pump fake. Savvy move right there. And now it's a 10-point Houston lead.
When you have space like he did there, you never go with the fadeaway jumper. He has to attack the rim next time.
To the middle. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Nowitzki.
Checking in for your Rockets.
Pass to Patton. The Jazz working the ball around now. And Derek Favors picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Derek Favors. That's his first personal foul.
Here's Connaughton. Lopez covering. It's stolen by Iman Shumpert. Here's James by himself. And finished off by LeBron.
Shumpert has a nose for the ball. Those can be game-changing plays.
Pass to Connaughton. And here's Leonard from 3. The shot will not fall. Houston leading by 12. Now Shumpert. Back to LeBron. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That'll be his second foul of the game.
second foul. You don't want to pick up his third in this half. We'll see if they'll make a substitution or not.
6 on the shot clock. Down low. Here's Favors. Lopez with the bucket.
Just increasing their advantage, and right now they're in a zone on both ends.
Yeah, this lead has snowballed. Credit their killer instinct for piling on.
1:03 left here in the second. Leonard on the wing. Pass to Patton. The kick out to Ilyasova.
Not much success from beyond the arc for them here. They should look to work it inside a little bit more and get some easy looks in the paint.
And last season, not the one Brook Lopez wanted to have before heading into free agency.
He just never seemed to find a place with the Lakers and saw his minutes decline as he wasn't in their plans. Averaged a career low in terms of minutes played per game last year. And I think he still's got a lot to offer and should bounce back closer to his all-star level of output.
Lopez with the steal. Here's Shumpert. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
And that's a nice pass. The patience of LeBron to let the play develop.
7-second difference. Shot team clock. And slam dunk by Shumpert.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
Richardson the bounce pass. And Leonard has it in the corner. Pass to Richardson. Shumpert with the steal. 4 seconds left. And the dunk by James.
That was a great job creating in transition.
Oh, he hits it. Oh, how about? And so it's Houston. Controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point lead. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Pass to Richardson. From outside, off the mark.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Shumpert in the corner. Back to Favors. LeBron is doubled. Down low. Here's Lopez. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Lopez has got his third basket of the night.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
But they get it back. Outside Collison. From deep three-point range. That shot off the mark. The Rockets go the other way with it.
And they start the second half with 3 straight misses.
Offensive rebound. LeBron outside. Gets the three-pointer to fall. James has got 19 points.
Limitless, the way LeBron affects the game. Showing nice touch there from distance.
Bogdanovich wide open. Another miss by Utah.
They can't buy one right now. 0 for 4 already to start the third.
The wide open look here for Lopez. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
He can play very well away from the basket. Lopez has the kind of range that not many 7-footers possess, and it's a great asset for a big man in today's game.
Right side, Bogdanovich. Pass to Collison. Clock at 6. Utah needs to get off a shot here. Leonard, no luck.
Yeah, momentum right now is against them. They're just going to have to figure out a way to ride this one out.
You know, easier said than done. What they need to do is string together some positive plays, try to turn the tide.
Leonard on the wing. Outside, Bogdanovich. Another miss by Utah.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Now a timeout called by Houston. And for the most part, when Bogdanovich is out on the floor, he's there to do one thing, shoot.
And I tell you what, when you can shoot like that, that's all you need to do. Great catch-and-shoot player who can stretch the defense. You cannot leave him alone, and really his presence frees up so much for his teammates on the floor.
And here's Houston. A 12-0 run right now and counting. Here's Augustine. Second chance shot. Noah. And that one drops for him. Noah's got his second basket of the night.
Great focus by Noah. Also tracked that rebound down, caught it, and scored.
To the wing on the left. The Jazz working the ball around now. Augustine with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets.
That's his first personal foul.
Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Here's Nowitzki. And Houston again with the bucket.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
DiVincenzo. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Now when it comes to getting fans out of their seats, the crossover dribble does it every time. It's so fun to watch. Who are some of the best doing that, you think, Steve?
You know, Kyrie Irving, you know.
Yes.
Steph Curry, Chris Paul, John Wall, James Harden, Jamal Crawford. Those are the guys and names that just stand out. Those are the guys that make the Smitty's top 5 plays under the rim.
Irving's handle is just phenomenal, I think, don't you?
Yeah, it is. I mean, I think he's the top of his class.
So it's Utah now, following the three-pointer by Malik Monk. And it's D.J. Augustine with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. DiVincenzo. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And this is his second trip to the line in the game. No good on the free throw. And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there. When you look around the NBA, are there any small issues you think could grow into bigger issues, Steve, going forward?
Well, I think the one issue right now is what are teams doing at the end of the year versus trying to stay competitive and win games or trying to look possibly down in the NBA draft lottery.
Right.
I think that's one of those problems that we have to address. I think also small markets, I don't think that's much of a problem if you have organizations in the forefront winning is in the forefront. I don't think whether it's small market or big market, guys do look at that as far as endorsements, but I don't think that'll be a problem.
Here's Augustine following the three-pointer by Utah. Tried to come right at the three of his own, but it's good. And he gets it to go.
And on the defensive side, just a failure to match up.
Well, the one thing you want to take away is anything at the rim. Just too easy.
Here's Nowitzki. That doesn't go either for Nowitzki.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
For Utah, they have gone 2 of 4 at the free throw line. First one falls for him. And he makes both free throws.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
Shot from 12. And that one drops. Connaughton's got 5 points now this quarter.
Oh, great ball movement there.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. Houston shooting their third free throw attempt of the game. And so he hits the technical free throw. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's on Jahlil Okafor. The Rockets shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
And a first time out of the game called for Utah.
He does not look happy. Their defensive rebounding has been putrid, and they're giving up a ton of second chance points. Yeah, the amount of points they've given up here in the paint, that's what they've got to talk about.
You know, for the most part, their perimeter D is holding up, but they might have to sacrifice some of that to close down the lane.
Utah timeout.
And the Jazz call time here.
Utah timeout.
19 seconds left in the third quarter. Collison looking around. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. 8 seconds left in the third. Nowitzki outside. Leonard with the steal. And the buzzer beater's good.
What a three at the hole.
And so it's Houston in complete command. Their lead at 28 points going into the break. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Now here's Collison. Ibaka, no luck.
That's one of those where you think you've got it, you relax for just a second, and then you're kicking yourself.
And it's Utah's ball. Looking ahead to their next game, playing at New Orleans, they'll match up against the Pelicans. That'll be the second on the road in the midst of this long 4-game road stand. Now here's James after the miss from Serge Ibaka. Here's LeBron. Just 5 to shoot. Over Leonard. And the shot no good, a bit short.
Right idea, but just too much heat on him defensively, even with the fadeaway.
Pass to Ibaka. Collison with it. Back to Ibaka. Uncovered. Good, and the assist goes to Collison. Ibaka's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Jazz. Lydon. He drains the quick shot. And so Collison will bring it up for the Utah Jazz. The kick out to Ilyasova. Back to Collison. To the paint. And that one's good. Leonard.
One of the more physical wings in the league. Kawhi gets smacked there, but not to be denied.
And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball here. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Lopez left side. Looking for Favors. He gets it there. The rebound by Ibaka.
Not sure of the thought process on that one. Really bad shot selection.
Well, you're playing for the team, not just yourself. They needed much better execution that trip down the floor.
Back to Collison. 6 to shoot. And it's off from three-point range. And there's the foul. It goes on Serge Ibaka.
Timeout.
That's foul number 2 for him.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
Utah calls timeout. And Greg, what else is there to say about LeBron? One of the best to ever play the game.
I mean, he's been the face of the league for so long, and he's done a tremendous justice to that title. Has always played with so many expectations and really has met every single one of them. It's a once-in-a-lifetime chance to see a guy like LeBron in the NBA, and he's truly been a generational talent.
Now here's LeBron. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's his third foul of the game. Shumpert with it. Doubled by Bogdanovich. 5 to shoot. Back to Shumpert. Shoots it up.
Yeah, and I like the aggressiveness from Bogdanovich. Does an awesome job staying with his man and just making things difficult.
Right side, Lynn. And Leonard has it in the corner. Puts up a 3. Utah gets it back. Inside. And stolen by James. At the top of the key, Favors. And the foul on Josh Richardson. That's his first foul. And they double up LeBron. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. When it comes to flagrant fouls, do you think the difference, Steve, between flagrant 1 and flagrant 2 is being called correctly for the most part?
I do, Kevin. I think we always have gray areas, and when you start to look at rules, but for the most part, I think they're getting the flagrant 1 and the flagrant 2. You know, I think they're getting it right.
Pass to Ibaka. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Ibaka's got 4 this quarter.
Very solid, both ends of the floor. That time, Ibaka, efficient inside.
And it's Utah's ball. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Took him no time at all on that one. That's now 8 points for Bojan Bogdanovich.
And really, Lynn has a terrific feel for this offense. Just seems to know whenever one of his guys is open. And this is his shot. You give him that much space, you're asking for trouble.
And the problem is you're already way behind. Obviously, your closeouts are ineffective. You're in trouble. He's just one of those guys who just knows how to generate offense regardless of the situation.
And that one's good by Favors.
Up by a bunch. He's still pushing the action, trying to impose his will.
With this big of a deficit in the score, you think the losing team would be playing harder. Nope, the opposite.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
They're at their best when LeBron pushes. His aggressiveness raises the level of this team.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here. for the Rockets.
A few times this season, turnovers have cost them, but they really kept the ball under control.
They were both focused and relentless.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for LeBron.
He just looked like an orchestrator out there. His teammates kept running to the open spot, and he found them time and time again.
Here's Richardson. The basket good off the assist from Lynn.
His team is down because he's not shooting enough. There's no reason he shouldn't be getting more looks right now.
To the inside. James. And finished off by LeBron.
And just putting the finishing touches on this one. They have been on fire.
I mean, a fantastic run. The guys are really clicking, and the scoreboard reflects that.
And you got to like that they are competing all the way through. Try and maybe build some momentum going into the next one.
Because the execution was not there tonight. That's something they can use this time to work on.
Now here's Lopez. So we see the Rockets taking the win here. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.